Hello and welcome to Create Now Results. The opposite of average is success with Kirk Nace.
Thanks, George. Most people are surprised to learn that the word average comes from an Arabic word, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but it means damaged merchandise. Think about that, damaged merchandise. Is that really what you want to be? In modern English, average is defined as normal or typical. Sadly, it's pretty normal and typical for Americans to view themselves as damaged merchandise. Now, I looked up the word average, and I found a number of words that mean the same thing: fair, mediocre, ordinary, unexceptional. On your screen, you can see a lot of synonyms for average. I also looked at antonyms, or things that mean the opposite of average. And you know what I found? I found exceptional, extraordinary, outstanding, and unusual were all the opposite of average. So what's your preference? Do you want to be fair, mediocre, ordinary, or unexceptional? Or would you prefer to be exceptional, to be extraordinary, to be outstanding and unusual? What's your preference? The average American makes $735 a week. The average American has $34 in their wallet right now. The average American spends $69 a day. They think hard work is the way to get ahead. They've got less than $100,000 in savings. They don't own any stock. They're currently $75,600 in debt. They've been to college, but they didn't graduate. They didn't get a degree. They say that they're in good or excellent health, yet they're overweight. They drink alcohol regularly. They're taking at least one prescription drug, and they sometimes or often have trouble sleeping. The average American lives in a house that was built before 1975. The average American watches almost 3 hours of television a day. They live in the same state they were born in. Their household has a net worth of under $96,000. They're worried about their ability to maintain their standard of living. They believe that honesty and ethical standards of politicians are low, yet they don't know which party controls the House of Representatives. The average American makes $734 a week, has $34 in their wallet, spends $69 a day. My question for you is that the level of success that you strive for? The average American thinks hard work is the way to get ahead. They've got less than $100,000 in savings. They don't own any stock, and they're $75,000 in debt. What does that tell you about the financial education, the financial acumen or savvy of the average American? The average American's been to college, but they didn't finish. What does that tell you about our commitment level as Americans? The average American says they're in very good or excellent health, yet they drink regularly, they're overweight, they take prescription medication, and have trouble sleeping. What does that say about our willingness to be honest with ourselves? The average American lives in a house built before 75 in the same state they were born and watches almost 3 hours of TV every day. Does that sound like a nation full of big thinkers who are committed to growth, to change, to making things better? The average American has a net worth under $100,000 and claims to be worried about their ability to maintain their standard of living. Do you think the average American feels entitled? Are they waiting for someone else to take care of them? The average American believes politicians are unethical and dishonest but doesn't even know who's running the country. How likely are these average Americans to have somebody actually step up and take care of them when they don't even know who's in charge? Average in America is broke, uneducated, fat, sickly, afraid of change, afraid of growth, lazy, and unwilling to make a difference. This, folks, this is your average American. So what would the opposite be? Well, wealthy is the opposite of broke, educated is the opposite of uneducated, thin is the opposite of fat, healthy is the opposite of sickly, adventurous and growing is the opposite of afraid to grow, and willing to think, willing to take action is the opposite of lazy. Folks, success is the opposite of average. If you were wealthy, educated, thin, healthy, adventurous, growing, willing to think and to take action, would that be an improvement over how an honest person might describe you today? Think about that. How would an honest person describe you today? Look around. Analyze for yourself. Observe. What is average in your chosen profession? What is average in your community? What is average in the group of people you spend time with? What is average in your church or place of worship? Are you the opposite? My grandmother has said that the masses are asses. If you do what they do, you'll get what they've got. Here in America, do you want what the average person has? So are you going to stay the way that you are, or will you decide right now that you deserve more and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to stop being average? If you are one of those rare people who's ready to leave average and move towards success, let me know. I help people. Thanks. Have a great day, and go help someone.